Well, hello, everybody. Miss Debbie here. It is nice to see you again. And thanks for visiting Storytime tonight as we settle in to a lovely evening, winding down from our day. So let's get started. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? Some people wave like this, or the queen waves like this. No matter how you wave, you're greeting somebody with a smile. So let's do our finger play, Thumpkin. Thumpkin leads us off. We use all of our fingers, okay? So you're going to hold your hands up, make your fists, and put them in your lap, okay? Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away. Run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away. Run away. Where is Tall Lady? Where is Tall Lady? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, ma'am? Very well, I thank you. Stride away, stride away. Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, dude? Very well, I thank you. Skip away, skip away. All right, shake your hands out, rub them together, squeeze all your fingers. I'm sure they did a lot of hard work for you today. Whatever you do a lot of playing with your fingers and eating and picking up things. So we got to give our hands a little TLC, tender loving care. So I have some different stories for you tonight. And the first one is The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle. So, have you seen any spiders lately? They're around. There's the sun. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard. And it's always a she, began to spin a web with her silky thread. Nay, nay, said the horse. Do you want to go for a ride? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Do you notice what's buzzing around the horse? A fly. Moo, moo, said the cow. Do you want to eat some grass? Oh, look what's under the cow, that pesky fly. The spider didn't answer the cow. She was very busy spinning her web. Baa, baa, bleated the sheep. Want to run in the meadow? Who's buzzing around underneath the sheep? Yep, pesky fly. The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Ma, ma, said the goat. Want to jump on the rocks? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Do you see the fly over the goat? Oink, oink, grunted the pig. Want to roll in the mud? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Oh, do you see the fly? Woof, woof, barked the dog. Want to chase a cat? How about chasing a fly? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Meow, meow, cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. There's that fly again. Quack, quack, called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web. There's that fly. Cock-a-doodle-doo, crowed the rooster. Want to catch a pesky fly? And the spider caught the fly in her web, just like that. The end. Who, asked the owl, who built this beautiful web? The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Isn't that a beautiful picture with the inky blue of the sky and the white silvery stars and the golden owl and the golden web? I wonder where the spider, oh, there's the spider sleeping up in the corner. Oh, I love that book, and I hope you do too, because our next book is about spiders. You're going to love this. Now, this is a very, very old book, and you'll notice when I turn the pages are so worn from so many people reading the book. It's an old book. Be Nice to Spiders by Margaret Bloy Graham. I'll bet this book was written before I was born, before your grandmother was born even. I'm trying to find a date. No, not too bad. It was written after I was born. Be Nice to Spiders. One morning, as the keeper of the zoo was about to unlock the gate, he noticed something on the steps. It was a matchbox, a little box with a note that read, "Please look after Helen. I've had her since she was a baby, but I can't keep her anymore. We have to move to an apartment that won't take pets. Thanks. Signed, Billy." The keeper opened the matchbox and out jumped Helen. "Great Scott," he said, "a spider." He tried to catch her, but Helen was too fast for him. She had 8 legs and moved like lightning. Helen ran up a big maple tree. Then she quickly spun a long silk thread and lowered herself into the ventilator of a big building. It was the lion house. There was a big old lion in one cage and a mother lion and her cubs in another. There were also lots of flies. They were buzzing around the lion's ears and crawling on their noses. The lions were annoyed, but Helen was delighted. She loved to eat flies. Right away, she set to work to catch them. She began by spinning a web with her silk thread. Do you see where Helen is at the top? She's lowering herself down. First, Helen spun the outside threads. Looks like a square or a rectangle. And then she dropped straight down. Next, she spun lots of threads from the center to the outside. Then she spun a little spiral in the middle, and finally she spun a big spiral. This part of the web was very sticky. When Helen had finished, she sat in the center and waited. One by one, the flies got caught in the sticky part of the web, and one by one, Helen ate the flies. A week went by. Helen kept catching and eating flies until there were no more flies in the lion house. She had caught and eaten them all. Now the big old lion snoozed peacefully all day long. The mother lion licked her cubs and purred, and Helen was fat and satisfied. Next, Helen moved to the elephant house. There were lots of flies there, too, and elephants don't like flies any better than lions do. In a week, Helen had caught all the flies in the elephant house. The mother elephant and her baby were happy and could once again enjoy a bath. And there you could see Helen's spider web. Then Helen moved to the zebra house. Flies were crawling all over the zebras and driving them wild. As soon as Helen had caught all the flies there, the zebras were able to eat their hay in peace. Helen went from one building to another, spinning webs and eating up all the flies. The zoo became a peaceful place. All the animals were happy and contented. As for Helen, she was happy and contented too. It was a spider's paradise. One morning, the keeper blew his whistle 3 times. All the men came running, and the animals looked up to see what was going on. "Boys," said the keeper, "the mayor is coming to inspect the zoo this afternoon at 4. The animals look fine, but the cages sure need cleaning up. And don't forget to get rid of all those spider webs." "But Chief," said his assistant, scratching his head, "I thought spiders were supposed to be sort of useful." "Joe," said the keeper, "those webs make the place look a mess. Okay, boys, get busy." The men started sweeping the cages. Then they hosed and scrubbed them down. When they were cleaning the camel house, one of the men saw Helen. "Quick, give me a broom," he shouted. He took a big swing at her, but Helen had disappeared. The whole zoo was clean and shining when the mayor arrived. "Excellent," he said. "I'm delighted. I've never seen the place so neat and the animals looking so well." Meanwhile, Helen was still in the camel house, hiding in a crack in the ceiling. As the days went by, she grew very hungry, but she didn't dare come out. The flies began coming back, and the camels were irritable again. At last, Helen became so hungry she couldn't stand it any longer. That night, when no one was around, she started spinning another web. From then on, Helen stayed in the camel house, catching flies, but she didn't dare go anywhere else, which was lucky for the camels. They were happy and contented again. But everywhere else in the zoo, it was a different story. It didn't take long for the flies to come back and bother all the other animals. The keeper went from cage to cage. "I can't understand it, Joe," he said. "When the mayor was here, the animals were in such good shape. Now look at them." "You're right, Chief," said Joe. "They look miserable." Their last stop was the camel house. "Why, the camels seem fine," said the keeper. And there don't seem to be any flies in here, said Joe. They both looked around carefully. Look, Chief, Joe shouted. Now I know what's going on. See that spider up there? It's eating all the flies. That's why the camels look so good. Spiders are useful. That's what I tried to tell you the other day. Of course, Joe, cried the keeper. I should have known it all along. Let's call the men. He blew the whistle and the men came running. Boys, he said, Joe has made a great discovery. Spiders are good for the zoo. They keep the flies from bothering the animals. They help us do our job. So from now on, there's a new rule. Be nice to spiders. Soon the zoo became famous for its happy, healthy animals, and Helen was treated like a queen. One day, Helen's picture appeared on the front page of the paper. The headline read, Local Zoo named Best of the Year. 3 cheers for Spider, says Keeper. That evening, the father of the little boy who had left Helen at the zoo said, Billy, look at this. Hey, it's my spider, Billy shouted. It's Helen. Well, well, said his father. Instead of the zoo taking care of Helen, Helen seems to be taking care of the zoo. The next morning, Billy ran to the zoo. I'm Billy, he said to the keeper. I'm the one who brought you that spider. Hey, look, she's made an egg sack. I'll bet there'll be plenty of baby spiders soon. And Billy was right. A few days later, out of the egg sack came lots of little spiders. From then on, Helen and her children and all the animals in the zoo lived happily ever after. The end. Isn't that? I love that story. It's an old book. We're lucky to have it in the library, and you can check it out here at the library with your library card. We have lots of good books and lots of new books and lots of things going on, including story times in the library. But our story time, our bedtime story time, what you're doing right now, is a sweet thing because you can snuggle into bed and hear the stories, and you don't have to come out to the library while you're tired and it's getting dark out. So enjoy. So let's get some songs going before we get our another story. Ready? All right, so if you had a busy day, maybe you went to a friend's house to play or to school or to grandma's house or something like that. Sometimes my mommy takes me over to my friend's house to play. Sometimes she's gone a little while, and sometimes she's gone all day. But my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back to get me. My mommy comes back, she always comes back, she never would forget me. I love that song. That song makes me happy when I have to go away from my own little kid. So let's sing Skidamarink. Skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Cha-cha-cha. So we often sing about the moon because it represents nighttime. The moon only is visible at night, and the stars are visible at night, even though they are up there. We don't see them in the daytime because the sun is so bright. The sun just like blocks out everything else because it's so bright. And that's okay. It's just the way it goes in our big and beautiful world. So, the heart of a whale. Friendship and kindness are just a song and a sigh away. Do you know what a sigh is? It goes like this. I'll bet you sigh and you never knew what it was called. Try that again. The heart of a whale. This book has such beautiful drawings. I'll bet you could make beautiful drawings with watercolors or chalk or crayons or colored pencils maybe. Whale's song was so beautiful it could reach the farthest of faraways. I've never heard a whale song, maybe on the television, on a movie or something, but you could Google it and listen to what a whale song sounds like. The whale sang of happiness and hope, magic and wonder, always and everywhere. It was a calming sonata for a wriggly octopus. It was a cheerful symphony for a sad urchin. So we see a couple of octopuses and a couple of urchins. These are sea urchins. They kind of strange looking balls of an animal. Or maybe they're a plant. An orchestra for a ballet of ocean flowers. Look at those beautiful flowers just swaying in the ocean water. And whale's song was a lullaby for a herd of newborn seahorses. Do you see the little baby seahorses? They're floating on top of jellyfish, taking a little nap. Whales sang day after day, night after night, warmly weaving a path of starlight into the seagrass, taller than a forest. And through the wild and tangled undergrowth. But even with the roaring waves above him and with the pounding drumbeat of his heart, even with his song, Whale thought how quiet the sea could be at times. And how there was no song big enough to fill his empty heart. Whale sighed. His sigh drifted away like a wish. A wish that the ocean carefully gathered and carried for him. Past seabeds, through fathoms, over dreaming turtles and forgotten treasure. That sigh is drifting through the ocean. And it drifted to another. Who followed the wish through the sea? So there's another whale following the wish, the sigh, through the sea, all the way to the whale with the empty heart. Oh, do you see what's up in the sky above the star? I think that's the moon. Together, the whales sang of happiness and hope, magic and wonder. Always and everywhere. Some people like to listen to whale songs to go to sleep. So you could say, "Hey Alexa, play a whale song." I got an idea. "Hey Siri, play a whale song."
I'm learning how to choose the right audio apps for you. Which one do you want to use to listen to this?
YouTube.
I'll need to access your YouTube data to do this. Is that okay?
Well, I never asked for a whale song before. Well, you could try it at home. If you have your phone, you could say, "Hey Siri," or maybe you have "Hey Google," or Alexa, or whatever other smart device I think they're called. You could have some fun. So that was a good book. We had a couple of good stories so far. And let's get on with my favorite song from last week. It's called "I've Been Working on the Railroad." So we talked about it last week, what it means. So my sweater's not doing so good. Since you know what the song is about, let's just sing it. And I hope you join me singing it. All right? I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, strumming on the old banjo. So exciting. Music is so exciting. I hope you learn that song and sing it with me. It's so much fun to sing together. So it is getting time now for Lily White's party. And you know what that means? That means it's bedtime. So let's get ready for bed. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss. This is the way we blow a kiss before we go to bed. It's getting dark out. Well, when the sun goes down, it stays light a little bit, but it's dark enough for some of the stars to come up. And who's the first star to appear? It's Twinkle. We like to make a wish. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I am still wishing for a trip to Disney World. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Bye, Twinkle. We'll see you maybe in the morning if we get up early. Definitely tomorrow night. Oh, but can't we have one more story? Okay. Here's a bedtime story, another old book. This is called While the Moon Shines Bright. And see the sliver of the moon in the sky? The moon isn't always round and full. Sometimes it's just a sliver. This book is written by Jean Whitehouse Peterson with pictures by Margot Apple. It's a very old and old-fashioned book. But we're going to enjoy it nonetheless because it's a bedtime story. While the moon shines bright. There's Granddaddy and the grandson and the dog and the cat dancing under the stars and the moon. A lot of pages to turn. While the moon shines bright. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, drink your milk so cool, cool. Eat an apple, jump off your stool, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, wash the dishes, put out the cat, sweep the cookie crumbs under the mat, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. And here they are washing and drying the dishes. And look outside the window, you can see the moon. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, put your books in the old book box, stack them up once, then pick up your blocks, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. So see the book box in the back? Yes, and he's stacking up his blocks. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, peek through the keyhole, open the door, take 2 giant steps, and rap on the floor, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. There he is rapping on the floor. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, tickle the pansy on the windowsill, call to the dog running over the hill, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. And there's the pansy on the windowsill and the dog running up the hill. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, slow down, rock on my lap a while, with me. Tell me your story, and I'll tell you mine, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. They're telling each other their stories. What a beautiful way to end the day. When I go to sleep, I tell myself the story of my day to myself because I don't live with anybody. Miss Debbie is all alone. But if I had somebody with me, I could tell my story of what I did, and they could tell me their story. I hope you tell your story to somebody tonight. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, throw your clothes in the laundry pile, brush your teeth, then show me your smile, while the moon shines bright. And I do this. I can do this. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him say, "Shut the window, turn off the light, pull up the blanket, shut your eyes tight while the moon shines bright." And I do this. I can do this. My granddaddy is coming, and I hear him whisper, "Give me a kiss, wish me good night." And here granddaddy, he's peeking through the door. "Give me a kiss, blow me a kiss, wish me a good night. Drink your milk so cool, cool. Eat an apple, jump off your stool. Wash the dishes, put out the cat. Sweep the cookie crumbs under the mat. Put your books in the old book box. Stack them up once, then pick up your blocks. Peek through the keyhole, open the door. Take 2 giant steps and rap on the floor. Tickle the pansy on the windowsill. Call to the dog running over the hill. Slow down, rock on my lap a while, with me, with me. Tell me your story, I'll tell you mine. Throw your clothes in the laundry pile, brush your teeth, then show me your smile. Shut the window, turn off the light, pull up the blanket, and shut your eyes tight. Squeeze 'em. I used to say that to my son, squeeze 'em. Now give me a kiss and wish me good night. So I give him a kiss and whisper good night while the moon shines bright. The end. Isn't that a sweet good night story? So I hope you're settling down. Maybe you're settling a little bit lower under your covers, getting close to snuggling into your pillow, because it's time to go hippity hop to bed. I'd rather stay up instead. When mother says must, there's nothing but just go hippity hop to bed, because day is done, gone the sun, from the land, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. Sleep is nigh. Sleep is coming. Mr. Sandman's going to sprinkle a little sand in your eyes, and it will be so hard to keep them open. And it's at that time that Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, peering through the windows and peering through the locks, asking, "Are the children in their beds? It's almost 8 o'clock." Do you have a bedtime? Is your bedtime at 8 o'clock? Or maybe it's 7:30, or maybe it's 9 o'clock. I don't know. Depends on how late you sleep in the morning. Well, it's been lovely spending this evening with you, and I hope to see you next week. Same time, same station. So, and always remember, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good night. I love you. I'll see you soon.